Welcome to Orlando, Florida today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Toledo Rockets offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun.
Turning it on! He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. And the Rockets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Toledo. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like breaks away on the left. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Toledo!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Western Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That's caught. It's Hutchison. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Dropping back, it's Parks. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Hilltoppers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Hodges.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On a throw. On target over the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. pulls and throws off the RPO. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Part of the backfield, it's Holland. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling patch is plenty to give them a first down. The Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fighting off the defender. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Rockets! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pulls it in, it's Myers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the single back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Parks. Finding an escape route. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Dumps it off in the flats. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Holly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Crosby. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air. It's Calandria. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Dropping back, it's Calandria. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And the defense drags him down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Motion from the back. They'll run play action. Here comes the Heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Rockets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hilltoppers want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hodges.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hodges.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Myers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Parks. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Myers. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Makes the grab, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Topper.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
And the Rockets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeps it on the draw. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. The Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Grabbed in the middle. It's Myers. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Parks. On target. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Hilltoppers are on the move.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Myers. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, WKU. They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. You've seen his athleticism, his speed, and his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Calandria. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Rockets send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses to 40. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes one man miss. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on 4th down? That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to pass, it's Parks. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 1st and 10. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to throw again. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the run. Running into the open space. Oh, he got loose. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Crosby. Quick step and go. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Rockets in the hurry-up. The running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. It'll be a run on third and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. And the Hilltoppers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hilltoppers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quarterback running on the draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dangerous screen into traffic. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Makes the grab. It's Hodges. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Let's see what they've got on second down. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First and 10. QB draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it set up on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Parks. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're
touchdown Toppers! And the beatdown has ensued. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on second down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Rockets will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking